ever get time to do it. So I'll just try to make it a little more detailed. So later, if I ever do have time, I can see which video is what, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Woo.
well,
Oh wow.
let's hear it, right? Let's see how much you have picked out from just listening to it, because we've never really had a lesson on it, right? I just mentioned the piece, and I think I played maybe the first couple measures for you. That's all, right? So
Wow.
then you went home. I mean, you are home. Then after the lesson, you looked it up, right? And you
Oh my
listened to
gosh.
it, and then you basically learned it, right, by ear, which, you know, a lot of people do that. A lot of people learn by ear.
Wow.
They don't really read music too well, right?
Wow.
Now, you don't read music because you can't see, so you're different. But because of that, your ears are so developed, right? And your memory is so phenomenal. So you're very special, right? But most people, when they say, "Oh, I can only play by ear," right? Because I don't read music, I almost discourage them from doing that because their ears are not as developed as yours. So even though they think, gee, my ears are good, I only need to play by ear. I don't really need to see the music, right? Unfortunately, the truth for them
Wow.
is that their ears are not as developed as yours, not even close, right?
Wow.
Because they can still see, right? So even though they think their ears are good, they're not the they're not the same good as your good, right? They think it's good, but no. And their memory certainly is not as developed, right? They're not savants like you. So
Wow.
when they say they can only play by ear, the problem is they cannot get everything. They cannot get all the details. And then they cannot possibly memorize pieces that are, say, more than 2 pages long, right? So then when they do play, there's just half the notes are missing, basically, right? Or half the details are not there. So the only way then for them really to get
Wow.
everything in is if they also use their eyes, right? They need to just see the score. Anyway, but
Woo.
sometimes people say, "Oh, but so and so also play by ear and they're so good." Yeah, their ears are better. Right? Anyway, so
Oh my gosh. Woo.
enough of me talking. Let's have you practice. Mhm.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh, let's hear it. Ooh. Let's hear it. Ooh. That's it. Woo!
Not easy, right? A lot of these
Amazing.
running notes, right? They are
Dang.
30-second notes, right? But not just
Wow.
30-second notes. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're quintuplets. Sometimes they're sextuplets, right? So you gotta like play a lot of notes, right? Per eighth note. Did I ever
Dang.
tell you in New Zealand they don't use the word quarter note, eighth note, 16th note, 30-second note? Have I ever told you that?
Wow. Dang.
You know what they call
Oh
them?
my goodness. Wow. That's a lot of notes.
Yeah. So
Dang, man.
they use the British terms here. So do you know
Oh
what
my
they are? Have you
gosh.
ever heard of crotchets?
Crotchets.
Yeah, crotchets are quarter notes basically.
Quarter
And
notes.
then quavers,
Wow.
those are
Regular.
eighth notes.
8 notes.
Yep. And then semi-quavers are 16th notes. And
Six.
demi-semi-quavers are 30-second notes.
Wow.
So they're different names, right? Sometimes I get mixed up. Like, I forget whether, like, I got used to the American terms for so many years because I moved from New Zealand, remember, to obviously the States, and now I moved back, so I have to like change all my names back. Anyway, so all those,
My
you know,
goodness.
demi-semi-quavers, and sometimes they are in quintuplets or sextuplets. They are very hard, right? To
Wow.
like be like
Dang.
they change, so you don't want to be like hesitating, right? When you do change, so it's not easy whatsoever. Anyway, so
Dang.
you have obviously found a recording of a version of this piece. Okay,
Wow.
there are actually two versions of this piece. So the
Wow.
one that you have listened to has a lot of octaves in the beginning, right? So
Wow.
that makes it sound very, very, very grand.
Wow. Very
Now,
grand.
there is this visual aspect as well, right? So you are playing the first set of octave with two hands. Even though there's nothing really wrong with it, right? But because later it's also octave in the left hand, it's a bit better, I think, right? To alternate. So right hand octaves and then left hand octaves. Right hand octave, left hand octave, right hand octave, left hand octave, right hand octave, left hand octave. See what I mean? Right? So it's like a little conversation, right? And then finally they get to a little fermata. So finally they go to octave, right? They all like just sit there, right? So let's fix that, right? And the opening is very grand, of course. Now make sure you have the correct octave. I think your right hand was too high, right? So that is the octave, right? And then you can really go all out, right? So this chord is 4 note and 4 note, okay? Yeah. So 4 note here, 2 note here, 3 here, and then everybody is 4, right? So that's a grand. Okay. All right. So now let's do the alternating octaves.
Wow.
Okay. So let's get this going. So you got octave here, and then you have 2 more notes in the left hand, right? So left hand goes like that, and right hand is 4 note. So you want to do those by themselves and then together there, right? So right, and then they sit there. Okay, and then okay, let's deal with that first. So you're on the right track, but you don't want to be waiting too long. Find it, find it, find it, find it, find it, find it, right? So you're gonna go find the next one, right? Now I like finger 3 better, right? I think it's stronger. So 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I don't do 4. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. that's 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So. Right? And then you can go faster and faster, right? So start slower, sort of get going. But you see how I don't hesitate when I have to change group. So you almost have to be able to find the starting group, right? But the good news is it's just repeating itself. Remember we talked about how, yes. Okay, let's try that again, right? Let's just play it all slow but all even. Find it, find it, find it, find it, find it, find it. Right?
Wow,
One more
nice.
time.
Ooh, yeah.
So another composer who is also American that does this kind of thing a lot. Remember, is who? Aaron Copland. Remember? Right?
That's right.
So they like to kind of do this, like, okay, we found something we like. Let's just do it the same, octave higher over and over and again, or sometimes octave lower over and over.
Wow.
And it has a very impressionist sound, right? So it sounds very, very impressive. And it's at first hard to learn, okay, what it is going on. But once you figure it out, right, it kind of makes sense because it's all the same thing, right? Just octave higher. Okay, let's try that one again. So start slow, but try not to wait when you change. Yes. Okay, well, Kodi, I still would like you to be consistent. So 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just like to be consistent. I think going to 4 is a little weaker, right? Right? Right?
Wow.
So I want to do the same finger.
Nice.
Okay, so once you get to the top one, that's it, right? So now we change pattern. So what's this pattern now? Oh, so that's new, right? And then you got a little chromatic scale going on. See what I mean by the same thing, just octave lower, right? So once you learn what's going on, you repeat yourself. Right? And then the last one is different because it leads us to this section. Right? So then the octaves are back. Okay? Let's really clean the notes up. Okay, and then, yeah. Oh, that one doesn't have the C, right? Like I said, there's another version of this piece, and I have another student playing that version, so the rounds are slightly different here. But this very first section actually should absolutely sound like an improvisation.
Wow.
So it should sound like you're making it up. So it doesn't really matter, right? Actually, in that case, right, what you play. So it's more like the effect, right? Now it's very tempting to do C here because you did that earlier, but this last group changes, okay? So the last group, it just goes to G. You see, it didn't have that second part. So the second part is chromatic, second part is chromatic, second part is chromatic. It's over. This is my favorite part. It's just very, very satisfying to play those big octaves.
Nice.
Your turn.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, all right. Now because you can't see what I'm doing. The chromatic is easier if you just do 4 notes in the right hand. So right hand do 4 notes, left hand do 2 notes. Let the right hand do 4 notes. So da 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 da. That's it. Do the first 4 notes with right hand, and then the left hand do the other 3 notes. Right? So divide and conquer. 4 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 4 plus 2, 4 plus 3. So the right hand only has to take care of 4 notes. And this time, I go down. Right? I mean, I use 4. Earlier, I said I used 2, right? I mean 3. Sorry. Right? So earlier I didn't use 4 because I don't like, I think that's weak, right? So I do 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. But now I do use 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And then left hand take care of the rest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand take care of the rest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand take care of the rest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand take care of the rest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand take care of the rest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand take care of the rest. And then octave here. Okay, your turn.
Wow.
Okay, it's getting better. Kodi,
Nice.
I know how difficult it is to only have
Wow.
only listening, right? And having to remember everything. And you are already doing a fantastic job.
Fantastic.
You know how I sometimes tell you that you don't use your thumb enough?
Wow.
Guess what?
What?
Over here, you don't need to use your thumb on in the left hand. Okay, so because it's kind of too hard to get the thumb on such a high note, so you have my permission to not use the thumb here. So listen, just listen. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right hand, and then left hand do 2, 4. Don't use the thumb here because it's too clumsy. It's in the way of the right hand. So please use 2, 4, 2, 4, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the chromatic do 3, 1, 3. Right? Don't do the thumb. Right? So now I guess you could do the right hand, but I think it slows you down when you have to turn. Right? That's why I just like 4 here and then let the left hand do the rest of the chromatic. So that way your right hand can be freed up to find the next group. See? When you play the left hand, right hand frees up to go find the next group. Frees up to find the next group. Frees up to find the next group. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left. Okay? Now we want the run to be very, very seamless. You see, you want it to be like, it sounds like only one hand played it, right? Okay, well, that's not gonna happen right away, right? By playing it fast right away. So let's play it slow a couple more times. And then you can slow down for the last group, right? So the last group can be slower. Let's do it again. Now listen, I'll try to play as even as I can. Except for the end, I slow down. Okay? Turn.
There it goes.
No. Remember, I want the chromatic to be only 4 notes by the right hand. Yes. Okay, we can move on. So you understand what's going on now. You did get it right. So you just need to practice a lot on your own so that you can play them very, very evenly without little breaks when you change register. Okay. So then let's play this fun part. Like I said, this is my favorite part. You have Now you can do this octave a little slower, okay? And this not very fast here. Right? It certainly is very grand. Right? Oh, that's
Ooh,
sorry. E and then G. Right? So a lot of these, right? It's a very
wow.
impressionist figuration, right?
Nice.
What does it remind you of?
Wow. There it goes. Mind you up. There it goes. There it goes.
Okay, it's better, right? So let's work on this figuration business. You got all the notes right, but they're stuck sometimes, right? Sorry.
There it goes.
In order for them not to be stuck, you have to use your wrist. Imagine drawing circles with your wrist. No, let's not play yet. So
Wow. Nice.
you can't see me, but I'm actually drawing circles now with my wrist. No, without playing. Don't play yet. Just draw a circle in the air with your
Yeah.
wrist.
Ooh,
Well, what's a
nice.
circle? Well, something round, right?
Wow.
Something round like an orange.
Yeah. Orange.
A ball, a tennis ball, right? So imagine drawing the shape of a tennis ball with your wrist. And just go
Nice.
left and right.
Wow.
Right? So you need that flexibility of the wrist to play this part, right? Otherwise, you're gonna get locked up, right? So if you only use your fingers and you're like pressing each finger down, the notes will not sound good. Okay, they will be very uneven, right? So you need to use your wrist, right? And you gotta. I wish I could hold your wrist to show you. And keep your shoulders low, not too tight. Yeah. So anyway, all these notes. Earlier I said, what does it remind you of? For me, it's water, right? It's ripples of the water, right? So right, and then now absolutely necessary to use, right, the wrist. So when I go to the top note, my thumb actually is nowhere near this E, right? Like I swing over there and I swing back, swing over, swing back, right? So I'm not worried about keeping my fingers on the notes like this. I absolutely am not doing that, right? I just swing to where I have to go, right? So there's a lot of freedom in your arm, okay? Otherwise you will not sound good, okay? So let's do it slower so that we can get rid of all this little hesitation. So we have this big chromatic thing, and then I'll do slower too. Now, of course, melody is in the left hand. Okay, your turn. right? So 4, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2. That's the most relaxed position, right? 3 is too stretchy, right? So 4, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2.
Wow.
There's a delay there. So listen. Right? The synchronization goes together. Like that. Okay?
Wow. Yeah.
No. Your D was too late. Listen. So basically, you have 6 notes to play, right? Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 4, 5, 6 go together, right? With the D. Your turn.
Wow.
No, the D was late. No, too late. Yes.
Wow.
Oh, don't change the note.
Wow.
The pattern was da na 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 da na 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 da na 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 na. It's the same, right?
Wow.
And then it changes. So I'll play this part now, okay? So we'll do page by
Wow.
page. So now this page goes, and then different. I'm sorry, natural. Excuse me. And then it's the same again.
Wow.
That's all the same. And then it's gonna change later,
Wow.
right? So that transition was rather beautiful, right? So you can have some rubato here, of course, right? And you don't have to play the
Wow.
30-second notes quite as fast here because there are just 4 of them now, right? Rather than there's 6 of them here. There's only 4 now. So it's a built-in rubato. So he built in the rubato into the writing, right? Okay, your turn.
Wow.
I'm not quite hearing the correct notes yet, listen. So right hand is re, so, do, okay, and you repeat. Left hand is E. See, re, so, do, re, so, do, re, so, do, right?
Wow.
Oh, okay. Now I brought out the melody, so you heard the melody more, but there was a note before the melody, so it goes mi ti, right? So there's an E there, but the melody is the high note. So do you hear? And then accompaniment, because the melody goes to the left hand there, and then. Okay, so this line goes, right? Your turn.
Nice. Wow.
using the wrist thing, another way to help you, because you can't see my hand, is to lean onto your pinky, right? Listen. So when you get to your pinky, follow. Let your other fingers try to be close to the pinky, and then come back to the thumb. So follow, right? That's another way to think about it. So don't keep your fingers on their individual notes, but go help your little pinky and go towards the thumb, go to the pinky, go towards the thumb. So you're kind of going back and forth, right?
Wow.
So you're not trying to, be locked up. So just be free, right, in your hand. So when you need to play the pinky, all your fingers try to be as close to it as possible, right? And then you come back to the thumb, as close to the pinky as possible, right? So you're doing this swinging motion, okay?
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's better. No, that's mi, fa la mi, la fa mi. Now this one changes. Listen, fa la mi, la fa mi, fa la mi, la fa mi, fa la mi, la fa mi, 3 times, and then fa la re, la fa re, fa la re, la fa re, 2 times, and then so ti re, so re. Isn't that interesting, right?
Wow.
I think the other version is different, but so this measure is quite tricky, right? Good job. Then
Wow. Nice.
no, the note is not correct, because when it's very, very fast, it's very hard to decipher, right, what each of the individual notes are. So like I said, most people can't do 5% of what you're doing, right, if they only heard it by ear. So the notes are mi, fa, do, fa, la, do, la, so, la, do, la, ti, do, mi, do, mi, do, mi, do, la, do, la, so, la, so, mi, so, la, so, do, so, la, so, la, do, re, do, re, do, re, do, re, do, re, do. Okay? So it's actually not as hard as you were doing, right? You were changing the note. The bottom notes were more or less the same. See? Right? You just come back to the same note. That's it. That's the right hand. And the left hand goes. So there's a little rolling. So I didn't get this roll right? So re, la, fa, la, right? And then use the saw pedal for this part, because it needs to be so soft. It should have a very magical feeling, right? The thing that makes me imagine, right? And you want to imagine when you play this kind of music. This part reminds me, guess what comes to my mind when I play this part, right? I'll tell you what comes to my mind, and maybe you can tell me what comes to your mind. What comes to my mind when I play this part is I'm imagining going into this magical forest.
Magical forest.
And I saw a unicorn. I saw this unicorn in this magical forest, right? And I am like amazed. I'm like, wow, this is amazing, right? this is something out of this world, right? Extraordinarily beautiful, never before seen, ever, right? It's so gorgeous. So I'm so like amazed, but at the same time, I know I cannot make a big noise because I do not want to scare the unicorn away, right? So I am
Wow.
just trying to admire, right? But I do not want to make a sound. I want to be as quiet as I can. So that is what
Yeah.
comes to my mind, right? So very quiet, but magical, right? It's like, how can it be so beautiful, right? This creature. And I've never seen it before, but I do not want to scare it away, right?
Oh,
Yep, okay. Now, do you want to tell me what you think of? You may think of
wow.
something different, that's totally okay.
Wow. Nice. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Wow. There it goes. Huh? That's cool, huh?
You like it?
Oh, heck yeah. Huh? I love it.
All right. Well,
Wow.
basically, what I'm trying to say is when you play this kind of music, this style, right, which we call impressionist, right? He's a late
Impressionist.
romantic composer, but highly influenced by the impressionism, right? The movement. So, gotta have imagination, right? The music has gotta like make you think of something, whether it's a story, a picture, a person, something you have experienced in your life, right? Something, right? Gotta be thinking about something. So obviously, I've never seen a unicorn in my life, but I can imagine, right? I can imagine what it might feel like, right? If I was in this magical forest, right?
Wow.
Okay.
Magical
Anyway, but
force.
could you go from here for me? I mean, sorry. And then leading up to this magical forest. Okay, your turn.
Wow.
E natural. No, I didn't hear you play the left and right. So listen again. Right, I didn't hear this E natural right here. Okay, left hand is D and E, right? So D, E, G, right? This one is the one that's very hard to remember, right? Because it's far away. But you also don't want to be taking too long, right? I sometimes took a little too long because I, got to re-familiarize myself with this particular version. Mm-hmm.
Wow, nice.
Good. Now use the saw pedal and play very, very magically. No, no, no. It starts with B. You start with E. After you go no 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 goes to B and then E and then B. See, the left hand goes to B first and then E and B. You went to E first. Yep. Oh, don't change the right hand. It's ti mi ti la so, ti mi ti la so, ti mi ti la so. Na, ti, mi, ti, la, sol, la, ti, mi, ti, la, sol, la. You have an extra note. Watch out. So, see, there's only 5 notes, right? Now, previously there were 6 sometimes. So it's very tempting to want to do 6, like mi, ti, sol, fa, mi, ti, right? So, ti, sol, fa, mi, si. That was 6 note, right? Remember? That was 6, right? But there's only 5 now. So it's 1 less note, therefore it sounds a little slower too. Again, he's building in the rubato.
Wow. Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
alright, then I haven't played this part for you yet. So now the thing goes to the left hand, right? The figuration goes to the left hand. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, so that's one version. Your version that you are using actually has octaves, so actually I quite like it. It builds the intensity, right? And goes to something very, very grand, right? Now, there's this Kodi rhythm going on here. So your right hand is not always together with the left hand, right? Together, right? Not together, together, not together, together. And then now you can alternate. Right, left, right, left, right. Right? Which will make it much easier, of course. So it goes to something crazy here, right? Yep, again, every time you do this kind of thing, right? You don't want to be waiting. So as soon as you change hand, let the right hand travel. I think you're moving the right hand too late, right? So your right hand is playing. As soon as you change hand and play the first note of the left hand, right hand needs to get out of where it was. Get out of the area. Start moving to the next group. You're too late. You gotta let go of the right hand sooner.
Wow. Nice. Oh, nice.
You see, you keep your right hand there. Oh, and also you got bad number. Can you do 5, 3, 2, 1? That would be easier.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Kodi, do you understand what I mean? So I'm playing my right hand here, and then I'm playing my left hand here. But when I play my left hand, I am not gonna keep my right hand where it was. You are, right? So I am letting go of my right hand as soon as the left hand starts playing. So I could be on my way to the next group, right? Out of the way. Out of the way. Sorry, that was the last one. That's all. Get out of the way as quickly as you can, so you can find the next group without being late. Okay, you got better, right? Now make sure you start slow, and then you can build.
Nice. There it goes. There it goes.
It's very tempting, I know, but there isn't another left hand. So right, left, right, left, right. And that's it. That's it, no more.
There it goes.
Okay, and then something different. So after the last da 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 da, guess what? You play 1 F sharp with the left hand, and then right. So now the left hand goes bum, bum. So 3 F sharps. And then something different. And right hand goes da 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 da. Okay, that's easy, right? 5 notes. Okay, I think the other version is different, but anyway, your version goes. want you to think about the magical forest, right?
Wow.
Use the saw pedal even. So magical, right? Okay, your turn.
There it goes.
Okay, but you see, we don't want to go da 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 da. We don't want to be waiting, right? So you gotta go to the next group, right? Not waiting at the end of
There it
the.
goes. There you go.
Very close. I'll do slow
Wow.
for you, okay? See how it changes, right? So you have do fa do ti fa 3 times, and then do fa do la fa 2 times. I'm sorry, 3 times.
Wow. There it goes.
So okay, so it's 3 plus 3, right? Earlier it was 3 plus 2 plus 1, right? I can't remember which one. But anyway, I'll do that again. Okay, your turn.
Wow.
Okay, so I haven't done this next part yet, right? So uh, so that's all the same. Different, different, right? Different, right? And it builds up, right?
And then,
So I'll go from the magical forest place to lead up to that.
nice.
Right, your turn.
Wow.
Okay, I should
Wow.
explain the distribution of the hand. Okay,
Wow.
so the magical forest, you figured out. This next part goes like this: 5 notes, right? Left hand has the roll, and then so that's all right hand, and left hand plays fa sol fa ti. There's 4 notes there. So 5 notes, 5 notes, 4 notes in the left hand, 5 notes, 5 notes, 4 notes in the left hand. So let's sort that out first. Go.
Oh, there it goes.
right hand play 4 notes. Re, fa, re, ti, and then left hand play 2 notes. Okay, now in the beginning there's a bass note B here. So 4 here, 2 in the left. 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 So again, it's the same thing. It just goes up and down, right? Now it's very tempting to just go higher and higher and higher, but he doesn't do that. After 3 of them, he goes back down for whatever reason, right? I think it's because he runs out of notes, right? He wants to do 6 of them, but there aren't 6 octaves, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 octaves. So, but he needs 6 beats in the measure, so he had to reuse one of the octaves by going back down, right? I really think that's the only reason that it didn't go all the way up, right? So go down, right? Did I do that right? Sorry. So 3 times, then go down. Actually, he could have. So, but he didn't. Okay, all right. I was wrong then in my analysis. But anyway, I guess it's interesting to not always do what people predict, right? So you went up, you go down a little bit, you go back up. All right, that's all we have time for today, Kodi.
Wow. Woohoo!
And we have a little bit left, right, which we will continue next time.
Woohoo!
But now I hope you know in more detail what's going on in the piece. Okay?
Wow.
You certainly did a lot just on your own already. Good job.
Wow. Dang.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Woohoo! Bye-bye.
Thank you for
Bye-bye.
watching.
Thank you.